Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy, Sports and Fitness Rants? I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back, man. Got another great video for you guys today, as usual, man. And you guys know the deal on this channel. It's all about setting the record straight, stopping the lies, stopping the narratives. Hold on, guys. Man, and in this video, we're going to talk about this clown, Paul George, real briefly in this video, man. This guy is such a soft, sensitive fool, man. These guys, they're so unaware. They're so delusional. And they're really so entitled that they really believe that the fans have no right to feel a certain way. And these guys don't remember the things that they say. And they think that people forget these things. And Paul George he called the fans in LA booing him. He called it stupid. No, I don't see why they're booing me, man. I gave everything I had for 4 years there and blah, blah, blah. He made a bunch of excuses, man, and crying and moaning about the fans in LA booing him. No, duh, they boo you, Paul George. Dude, you're a goof, man. Don't no one respect you. You left them high and dry. For what? Because you said that they disrespected me because they didn't offer me a certain amount of money. And I talked about a video. And we're going to talk about it real briefly, man, because this guy was upset the fans booed him in L.A. You should be booed. You deserve to be booed. Don't be upset about it. These guys are so weak, man. Goodness gracious, man. And I want to thank you guys, everyone across the world, everyone across the states has been supporting my channel. Once again, guys, I am truly, truly humbled by all support, man. It means a lot, for real. Shout out to all you guys out there, man. Like I said, guys, it means a lot, man. You guys subscribing, liking the videos. Real recognize real, man. Much respect to all the true basketball fans, man. And you guys know what to do. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So, yes, guys, like I said, man, I wanted to talk about this goof Paul George briefly, man. Because I saw this video of him being interviewed after the game against the Clippers where the 76ers lost again. Paul George is in pandemic P form. He's in mid-pandemic P form, this guy, man. Out there clanging up shots, turning the ball over, being a goof, man. Not being a true leader, man. Not galvanizing the team. Not getting any wins. Right? They're 0-2 with Paul George in the lineup. Not helping Tyrese Maxey out at all. And like I said, going out there not earning his money. And he got upset because the LA fans were booing him in his return to LA, and rightfully so. Let's be real here, and I talked about this. Paul George did nothing to earn the respect of the fans in L.A. What did he do in L.A.? Like, this guy had the nerve to say, yo, I gave it all, my all in L.A. I gave everything to this. What did you didn't give nothing to the city of L.A., man, to the Clippers organization. You did nothing. Start talking about, yeah, we went to the Western Conference Finals. So what? You guys were supposed to win a championship. You had all this talent on that team. Think about all the talent that was on the L.A. Clippers over the last, 3 years. You had Kawhi Leonard, James Harden, Paul George, Russell Westbrook. You had guys like Norman Powell, Zubac, Marcus Morris, whatever his name is. I mean, you've had talent on this team, man. Like, what are we talking about here? Reggie Jackson, I believe, was on that team. I could be wrong with some of these guys, man. But they had talent on that team, man. Let's be real here. There was talent on that team. All right? These guys were contenders, and they were supposed to be contenders. Let's not forget the 3-1 lead that they blew. Paul George won't talk about that. Let's talk about all the games that Paul George missed. He missed a lot of games in L.A., man. A lot of games. And these guys act like they're there all the time. Oh, I was there giving it my all. I showed up. No, you didn't. You were not there. You missed a lot of games, and you still got paid. And Paul George is a dirtbag. Let's be clear here, guys. He's a complete dirtbag. You know why he's a dirtbag, guys? Because in the same video, right, in the same article I was reading with the video attached, this guy had the nerve to not sign with the LA Clippers. You know why he didn't resign, guys? And remember, he said he felt disrespected by the offer. But you know the real reason was, is that they would not give him a no-trade clause. Who the hell does Paul George think he is to ask and demand a no-trade clause in his contract? Dude, you ain't that guy. You was never that guy. Even at his best, he wasn't that dude, man. I've never considered Paul George a superstar player. He had talent, and he's a very good player, Paul George, man. He had a very good career. But that dude's not a superstar, man. He never was. Even in Indiana, I don't believe he was a superstar player. Never got it done. Never led the team anywhere. And no doubt, man, I get it. He had to go against LeBron James, super team Miami Heat. I get all of that. But once again, I do not think Paul George is a superstar type player. And I remember I did a video. You're just one idiot in the NBA. Paul George is my GOAT. That's your GOAT? No such thing. You sound ridiculous. Once again, you sound stupid. Paul George is nowhere near a GOAT. Nowhere near it. Nowhere. And this fool had the nerve to demand a no-trade clause in his contract like he's some dude. Like he's that dude. You're not that guy. Paul George was never a top 5 talent, a top 3 player in the league, man. Only those guys, to me, should even ask for it. To me, no trade clauses are stupid. There shouldn't be no one above being traded. If the team could trade you and they want to trade you, they should be able to, man. Once again, these guys want their cake and eat it too. They want all this money, and on top of that, you want a no trade clause? Dude, who are you? You're nobody. You've won nothing in the NBA. Literally nothing Paul George has won in the NBA. And he's going to demand a no trade clause? These guys are a joke, man. This is why I do not respect these fools. How could I respect Paul George with those statements? Being upset that they were booing you? You earn those boos. I mean, my God, these guys are so delusional. You think they're booing you for no reason? You earn those boos. So you got to man up. You got to deal with that. You earned it. They're not just booing you for no reason. It was like, you remember, what was it, last year, the year before, whatever it was, when Greg Popovich got mad at the LA Clipper fans, the San Antonio fans, for booing Kawhi Leonard. He said, oh, he got on the mic. Remember that? I said, dude, Popovich, you're a clown. He got on the mic and was like, yo, stop booing. And Kawhi Leonard earned those boos. He deserved to be booed by the San Antonio fans. He earned that by the way that he carried himself, his diva mentality. He earned that. Don't tell the people to stop booing. Who does Greg Popovich think he is? Dude, like, I don't know who you think you are, man. That's what I said. I don't know who the Paul George thinks he is. You were demanding a no trade clause, and that's why you didn't sign with them? You felt disrespected. And once again, Paul George and a lot of other goofs out here with their podcast P. No, you're pandemic P, you fool. These guys are podcasters. They're not NBA players. He runs his mouth on his podcast, and then you think people don't hear this? And then he turns around and said, yeah, it's a win-win for me because they must be subscribed to me. What? That's a win-win for you? So you're crying about them booing you, and then you're trying to make a joke at the people by saying it's a win-win for you because they're subscribed to your channel, your podcast? Don't no one listen. Listen, just because someone listens to your podcast, just because they're subscribed to your podcast, your channel, whatever the case may be, don't mean that people respect you or people agree with everything that you say or everything that you do. And once again, you come across as a complete hypocrite and a complete fool and a goof and a soft, sensitive clown like most of these guys are. Paul George is a soft, sensitive dude. Look at him. He's a feminine clown. Look at him, man. Dude just looks soft. He's soft. His body's frail. The dude's played 2 games this season. But he wants all this money. You want all the money from the Clippers organization, but you're never on the court, dude. The Clippers shouldn't have offered you a damn thing. You got to go out there and show up on the court and earn it. You led the Clippers nowhere. You did nothing for the LA Clipper fans, for the franchise. You did nothing there, Paul George. You accomplished nothing. You guys are supposed to go there and win a championship. That's why all you fools are there. You had 3 of the most goofiest guys ever. James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Paul George. Not a leader among them. Not one leader among them. That was similar to the situation in Brooklyn when you had Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, and James Harden. Not one leader among them. Not one grown man among those 3. Kevin Durant's a soft clown who makes burner accounts. Kyrie Irving thinks the earth is flat. Thinks he's smarter than everybody else, Kyrie Irving. Right? He really does, Kyrie Irving. I don't know who he thinks he is. You're not that smart, dude. Sometimes you got to listen and shut up. Right? Disrespecting Steve Nash. Like, who are you? And then you had James Harden, who gives 0 effort, who's more concerned about the outfits he wears, going to strip clubs. You had those guys on one team. Not a man or a leader among them. Same thing in L.A. James Harden, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard. Not a leader among them. Not a man among them. Not a real backbone among them. No heart, no grit among any of these guys. But Paul George is upset they booed him. Yeah, it was stupid. No, you're stupid, Paul George. You're the stupid one here, and you look stupid, and you sound stupid. Just like you sound on your podcast. You sound stupid when you talk on your podcast. These guys are a bunch of goofs, man. That's all they are. They're laughing all the time. Everything's a big joke to them. They're podcasters. They're not basketball players, guys. They're not. Paul George ain't did nothing for the LA Clipper fan base for him to be upset that they booed him. You earned those boos. You left the team. And then he started talking about, I was a free agent, man. I was a free agent. I didn't request a trade. So what? You were a free agent, dude. You accomplished nothing in LA. You got all this money, and then you wanted more money? You wanted a no-trade clause? You're not that dude, man. You're not Kawhi Leonard. Like, he really thought he was on the same level as Kawhi Leonard. I'm not a fan of Kawhi Leonard. You guys know that. But Kawhi Leonard accomplished way more in his career than Paul George could ever accomplish, man. Way more. Even though Kawhi Leonard dealt with way more severe injuries. Well, maybe not more severe injuries. Paul George had that pretty nasty, gruesome leg injury, man, in Indiana, man. He had a pretty bad injury there and stuff, man. But Kawhi Leonard's injury is more deteriorating and it's more chronic. Let's say that. But he still accomplished way more in his career. He was a greater, better player than Paul George was. So you can't be comparing yourself to Kawhi Leonard and the money that he was offered in his contract. But the fact that this man wants a no-trade clause is, I can't even believe that. The audacity of this clown. When, once again, you miss so many games. You're not there consistently. And where are you on the court? This dude will score 15 points one game, then 25 points another game. They don't have 13 points one game. The dude's inconsistent, man. He's up and down. That's Pandemic P. When you need him most, he folds up. Those are the facts, guys. And like I said, they blew a 3-1 lead when he was in LA on the Clippers. So I don't want to hear about what you did for LA. You did nothing for LA fans. And you should have stayed there. These guys think because they're free agents, they can just dip. Oh, I'm a free agent. Dude, how many teams you going to play for? You played for the Indiana Pacers. Okay, you left there. You went to OKC. Okay, you left there. Then you went to LA. Okay, now you're in Philadelphia. And once again, you've already missed more games than you played already. So you're basically showing and giving validity to the LA Clippers and what they thought about you. Why would they give you a no-trade clause when you're never healthy? That doesn't make no sense. Like I said, the audacity and the nerve of these guys. No trade clauses, man. These fools, man. Yo, you can't trade me. I got a no-trade clause. What? So I don't respect Paul George. You guys know that. He sounds like a fool, man. Shout out to all the LA Clipper fans that booed him, man. Good. They should boo him. Every time he plays in LA, continue to boo this man. That's what he earned it. He deserved and earned those boos, man. You did nothing for the LA Clipper franchise, nothing for the fan base. You turned them down their offer because you felt disrespected. And you come on your podcast with your dad and you start talking about, I felt disrespected with the offer. No, you felt disrespected because they didn't want to give you a no-trade clause. And rightfully so. You haven't earned the right to have a no-trade clause. Once again, at this point in your career, even at your best, you were not that dude to have a no-trade clause. Like, this guy acts like he's a top 10 all-time great player or something, man. Like he's Steph Curry or Kevin Durant or LeBron James. You weren't one of those guys. You were one of the top guys of your era. You're not Giannis or Nikola Jokic. You're not one of those guys. You're not that dude. You've never been that guy. But you want a no-trade clause? You feel upset because the LA Clipper fans are booing you? You earned them boos, man. Stop being soft and sensitive, man. These guys are a bunch of babies, man. He should have been like, yeah, I'm glad they booed me, man. That's all good, man. I earned it. I deserve those boos, man. What can I do? He's in there talking about, yeah, it's stupid. I don't know what I did, man. I was out there, and I gave it. I gave an effort for the Clipper fans. I showed up. I did this. You didn't do a damn thing. You did nothing for them. Nothing for the franchise. You got all this money you got paid, but you ain't played the games. And you had no impact on the court. Out there hitting the side of backboards, turning the ball over in a high volume, not being a true leader, not being a true competitor. Just a guy who gives excuses, always hurt, frail. You guys know the deal, man. These are the facts, man. Paul George is a big goof, man, and he's upset the fans are booing him. Dude wants a no-trade clause. You guys know the deal, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one.